Good morning, good evening from wherever you're watching from. It is evening here in Nigeria, so good evening from Nigeria. Welcome to today's live. Today is going to be a very spectacular live because it is definitely going to ensure that you're getting the best deal whenever you're making real estate investments. This live is definitely going to ensure that you are getting the best deals from your real estate investment, and best deals equate more profit from your investment for you, and also to ensure that what is in the market, you are getting the best of it. Okay, so today's live is definitely going to be about you, how you can get the best deals, but I am limiting it, I am breaking it down to land banking. When you are investing for land banking, you get, when you are going into the market and you want to invest for land banking, that is the series we are going to be having this night. How do you get the best deals when you are investing for land banking opportunities in real estate? Are we ready for it? Are we ready? If you're ready, type yes in the comment section. If you're ready, type yes in the comment section. Let's go. If we are ready for today's live, let me see you type yes in the comment section. All right, without wasting much time, you can share this live so that more people can join us. We begin immediately. It is 20:03. You can share this live. I'm also going to be doing the same. I'm also going to be sharing this live so that more people who need to hear this will be able to. We begin once it's 8:03. We begin. Okay, so as you're coming, type your name and where you're joining from, and also let me know if you can hear me clearly. If you can hear me clearly, type 1 in the comment section. If you can hear me clearly, type 1 in the comment section. If you can hear me clearly, type 1 in the comment section as we await others to join us. Okay, it is 8:03 and we are beginning right away. Okay, so like I said, today's live is about you learning how to get the best deals when you're going in to invest for land banking, like your own dream, what you want to get in the market, the best land banking opportunities, and how you can get the best deals out of the market. Okay, so first of all, let me ask you this. I'm going to be using more scenarios in Port-Harcourt because that is literally the area I am very much going to be narrowing down the teaching into. But whatever you're learning today is applicable anywhere. It is applicable in any state you are in. Okay, so do not even think it's just about Port-Harcourt. No, what you are learning today is definitely, you can definitely use it in any state you want to invest in. Okay, but I'm going to emphasizing more on Port-Harcourt. So imagine you own like acres of Pitodili before development came to Pitodili. If you're conversing with Port-Harcourt, Pitodili is like one of the high-rise locations. It's like one of the places the big boys live in Port-Harcourt. Now imagine you owned acres of land in Pitodili before that development moved to Pitodili. And should I burst your bubbles? There are people that owned acres of land in Pitodili before development came there. And that is the beauty of land banking. See, when we are talking about sustainable wealth through real estate, land banking cannot be overemphasized. In fact, you cannot achieve that much in real estate sustainably if land banking is not at the base of all your real estate investment, because that is where you get the balance. This is when you invest in affordable places. You are going to affordable locations to buy acres of land there, to buy plots there, to buy acres, hectares, and keeping to wait. Now, the beauty of land banking is you're not going to be building there immediately. You're not even buying to build there immediately. And you are not even buying all to be able to build all. You are just buying to have a position, to have a stand where the new development is going to. Do you understand? So land banking is something like it cannot be overemphasized when we are talking about sustainability, building wealth sustainably through real estate investment. You cannot rule out land banking. Okay. Now, is it great to invest in land banking? Absolutely yes and no, depending on what you want. Now, if you're talking about sustainability, you want to build your wealth sustainably. You want to invest so that even when you leave this world, your wealth still outlives you through your children. Then you must have to have portfolios. Do you know what is portfolios of land banking investments at the base of your real estate investments? Okay. Now, there are two major types of land banking. Now, I asked you this question, and let me rephrase it again. Imagine you owned acres of, let's not even say acres. If let's not say hectares. Imagine you owned an acre of land in Port-Harcourt, Port-Harcourt, before those development came to Port-Harcourt. How wealthy would you be now? But there are times when Port-Harcourt was sold for 500,000 naira. There are times it was sold for 200,000 naira. There are times it was sold for 1 million naira. There are times it was sold for 1.5 million naira, 2 million naira. Now, to get one plot, there are times they sold a whole hectare of land for 5 million naira in Port-Harcourt. But to get one plot now in Port-Harcourt, you have to have at least 50 million naira. So, you see that thing I'm saying, that if we are trying to build wealth sustainably, you cannot rule out land banking. Now, what is land banking? Like I said, it is you going to developing locations where the new development is moving to, going there and acquiring plots of land. If you can, one plot, two plots, three plots, an acre, hectares of land, and just leave it there. Development is coming there. Development will definitely catch up with your land. And at that point, you can either decide to sell to latecomers. Now, the good thing about land banking is that it makes you one of the stakeholders of a location. There are people that own any location. They cannot be overemphasized. Like, you cannot do anything in that location without bringing them. They are the forerunners of that location. That was how they had that seat. Well, once that location is concerned. So land banking gives you that authority. It gives you stake to the new development that are coming up in any state and that you are doing your land banking in. Do you understand? Now, there are two types of land banking. One, there is the short-term land banking. Two, there is the long-term land banking. Now, when we are talking about short-term land banking, we are talking about you investing in areas that already you can see development is already here. It is already here. The only difference is that it's not as big, but it's expanding by the day. That is the short-term land banking for you. You get? Development is, you can see it. This one is no longer bush. You can see that people already building here. You can see that the government is already going here. You can see that companies are already going here. Organizations are already establishing here. It is glaring at your eye. The only difference is that the development is not as fast or as wild as the city that you're coming from. But guess what? It wouldn't even take up to 3 years. Those development you are seeing in the city will now become old compared to what will be happening in the new area where short-term land banking is great for. You get? Now, the second is long-term land banking. Now, when we're talking about long-term land banking, we are talking about you going to the bushes. See, this one is not how far is it. Just ensure that there is plan for that place. Just ensure that the government have eyes there. Individuals have eyes there. Developers have eyes there. Once there is any atom of what will I call it, attention in that location, that is where you want to do your long-term land banking. Go there and buy when it is still very much affordable. Very, very much affordable. So when we are talking about long term, we are talking about where you can easily get land less than 1 million naira, easily get land 1 million naira to as just 2 million naira benchmark. That's when you know that this one is long-term land bank. You can literally see that it's bushes. The easiest way to know that this location is long-term land banking is the presence of a lot of bushes in the area. But then further down, maybe let's say 10 minutes from that place, 7 minutes from that place, you can see development moving to the area. You can literally see that this place something is going to happen here, or let me go there fast. That is how you position yourself in that area. Acquire acres so that when the latecomers come, you have stake to decide how that location goes. Do we understand? Are we following? Are we following? If you're following, type yes in the comment section. If you are following, type yes in the comment section. Someone said you are making some afang soup and fufu today. Oh my god. Right? Oh, I see you're following. Yeah, this is beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm going to be talking more about exactly location. Location is what actually differentiates even the two types of land banking: the short-term land banking and the long-term land banking. In the locations for short-term land banking, like I said, you would already see the inputs, the nuggets of development here and there. You will already see, this one is coming up, this one is, people already here now. People, you can literally see buildings, but it's not as wild as the city. But give the place 2 to 3 years, that place will be, in fact, the city you are coming from will now be like, the development here is fine, it's fine now. That then people will now want to move, and guess what? At that point, people that own acres of land in that location, when it was still bushes, now have stakes. Like they now have the saying power. They can say, see, this place, we want to be selling it for 50 million naira. And you know now, once your neighbor is selling 50 million, you don't want to sell less than 50 million. So they literally decide the market value of that place. Do you understand? Do you understand? So when we talk about land banking in Port-Harcourt, there are different areas, there are different locations for land banking. But then I would divide it into locations for long-term land banking and locations for short-term land banking. This is for us to have the perspective. Imagine you want to invest in Port-Harcourt for land banking purposes. And guess what? Port-Harcourt is one of the best cities to invest for land banking. Why? The development is like this. And it moves like wildfire. Have you seen like where fire is burning? The way it's scattered there, like in minutes, you will just see everywhere is already fire. That is how development moves in Port-Harcourt. So it's one of the sweetest cities to do land banking in. Of course, there is growing population in Port-Harcourt, and because of this population, there would always be consistent, constant development to suit and accommodate this population that is coming. Do you understand? Now, the locations for short-term land banking, like I said, areas that you can literally see the nuggets of development going on, is no longer as bush as locations for long-term land banking. You can literally see, this person is already building fence, this person is already building their house. Okay, you now go take like 5 steps, you now see another person already mounting something. That is the location, excuse me, that is the location for land banking and short-term land banking. Locations like that in Port-Harcourt is one, the Eneka Port-Harcourt. If you go to Eneka now, you can literally see this place. And so guess what? There are some parts of Eneka that is already fully developed. Do you know what is fully developed? Like if you want to rent a 2-bedroom flats there, if you want to rent 3-bedroom flats there, you have to have like 1.2 million naira, 1.5 million naira before you can rent something there. That a part of this location is already developed, and you can see the trend. So where you are renting 1.5 million naira, you can already see that this place is going to be designed for luxury. Now, if you see good new developments happening there, new developments coming up there, just know that if you want to have even if it's small part of this cake, just go there, get some plots, and do you know what? It's even easier to invest in land banking locations because you are giving what do we call it, installment plans to pay. So it doesn't even stress your pocket again. And guess what? These locations and these properties are very much affordable. And it is just going to be affordable for the time you are seeing it at that price. Do you understand? It is just going to be affordable for the time you are seeing it on that price. Next time you hear about that location, it would never be the same thing. It would never be the same thing. Especially when there is an evident structure, evident trend, in that location. That is what is, excuse me, that is exactly what is happening in Eneka right now. There is an obvious trend in Eneka, an obvious move of development in Eneka. Give that place 2 years, 3 years, properties there will be selling for 3 times the price it is selling for now. And that is on period. It is not debatable. And guess what? The government of Port-Harcourt is also helping matters. They have good, like huge plans in the location. They have huge projects in the location. So they're already helping the matters of real estate in Eneka. So as a smart investor, you want to invest for land banking, this is the time to do it. Now, I am telling you the locations to invest, because I'm also going to be telling you how to get the best deals in that location. That is like the cake for this webinar today. The cake for this webinar is actually how you can get the best deals on these locations for land banking. Okay, so that is the thing here. The first location for short-term land banking in Port-Harcourt, Eneka. The second location is Igritali. The second location is what? Igritali. Now, let's talk about, when we are talking about Igrita, people do not know that Igrita is different from Igritali. So if you are coming down from Port-Harcourt City towards Igrita axis, Igritali is already fully developed. Like fully developed. Now the development is now moving down to Igritali, and guess what? Even more organizations are moving down to Igritali. More developments are moving. These places are the places that will catch development like wildfire. Now in Igrita, we have the biggest cathedral in the whole of Africa, not in the whole of Nigeria, in the whole of Africa, in one location. In one location. Imagine when 100,000 people are visiting a particular place every week. Let's not even say every day. Every week, 100,000 people visiting a particular place. Even if the devil not like it, that place must develop. It doesn't have a choice. Like people are scattered around it every single week. They are coming. Come on. That is what fuels development. That's what when we are talking about wildfire development. These are the things that fuel this development. So imagine when this cathedral, that's the Salvation Ministry Cathedral, is commissioned and people start coming to that area. Ah, God. Properties in Igrita alone are already expensive. Igritali will catch the same fire with the speed of light. Do you get? It will catch the same fire with the speed of light. And we are looking that by the first month or first quarter of next year, the Salvation Ministry Cathedral, that's the biggest cathedral we are talking about, will start functioning. Now it's not even up to 2 years. Give that place 3 years. No, you will not even know what happened to that location. Like if you are conversant with Port-Harcourt and you come to Igritali in the next 3 years, you would definitely say, no, you have missed your road. That is what we are talking about. So these are the locations, and you can literally say, this development is already moving. It's no longer bush like we used to know it. When did this one come up? We now started this one. That's exactly your expression. If you have ever been to that location and you go there again now, do you understand? So these are the locations that you can literally go and position yourself for short-term land banking, so that you do not miss out. Because missing out, God, you definitely see, whether you invest now or you want to invest in 10 years, it is still okay. It's your choice. It's okay. The only difference between the person that is investing now and the person that is coming back to invest in the next 10 years is the amount of money you have to pay to own that thing. You get? It's the amount of money you have to pay. Now, someone with 10 million naira can own 3 plots of land in Igritali. But in the next 3 years, someone with 10 million naira can hardly own 1 plot. In fact, you would have to have at least 15 to 20 million naira to own a plot there. But now, someone with 10 million naira can back 3 plots. That is what we talk about when we are talking about positioning like yourself to be one of the stakeholders of a location. This is what we are talking about. Because it's the people that are buying now that will decide how much you will pay for it when you now come. Do you understand? So that is one thing. The second location that is great for land banking is Nnadi, Port-Harcourt. Now, the third location, I like to talk about this location because it is almost as if we are not seeing it coming, but it's actually coming. This is one thing about some locations. You literally will not even see it coming. Out of the blue, it's just like boom in front of your eye. You're like, what happened here? That's just it. That's just how it's becoming. We are talking about Woji Alessa. If you're conversant with this location, when you're moving down from Port-Harcourt Road down to through Woji Bridge, there is another shortcut, and there is already a road construction to transit people to Woji Alessa. See, this location already has a trend. I mean, Port-Harcourt exists. They already have a trend. You already can see where this trend is going to land. But it's almost as if people are not seeing this location coming. That is the Woji Alessa location. This location would take many people by surprise. So if I am you and I want to invest in land banking, I don't want to wait for long before I start seeing like good gingerful return on investment. Go to these locations. Okay? Locations Eneka, Igritali. In Eneka, you can get a property there from 4 million naira to 8 million naira, depending on where you are investing. In Igritali, you have properties there going from 3 million naira to 5 million naira. Actually, there is one on promo, but I'm going to talk about it at the end of this video. At the end of the life, okay? There is one on promo. These areas you can get properties there and very affordably, and there are good payment plans to ensure you do not stress yourself financially to acquire them. More bonus for you. Okay, now the second location, the second type of land banking we are talking about is long-term land banking. Long-term land banking. No, now like I told you, the easiest way to know long-term land banking location is the bushes. The bushes, you cannot mistake it. You cannot not see the bushes. Do you get? You cannot not see the bushes when we are investing for land banking. In fact, that is, you have to fall in love with the bush if you want to invest for short-term land banking. Now, the short-term land banking gives you an opportunity to own acres for very affordable amounts. That is the beauty. You own acres. Like I asked in the beginning of this life, imagine you own an acre. Let's not even say acres. Imagine you own an acre of land in Port-Harcourt before that development moved there. Ha! Your whole generation is made now. Do you know what is your whole generation? Because first of all, you are already a stakeholder. You cannot not be known. You cannot not be considered. That's what we call the first movers advantage. It gives you a stake. You are literally known. And if you now go ahead and have street names, all of those shenanigans, you cannot be deleted. It's not possible. It has to be evident that you came here first. Do you get? Imagine you own an acre in Port-Harcourt. Now imagine you own acres. Guess what? There are people that owned acres before that development moved there. Now, when we are talking about long-term land banking, it is giving you opportunity to own acres of land in a location that development is surely going to move to in a few coming years. Say 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Okay? These are the parameters. You literally would see development must move here. It is already in this location. Okay, after this location is this location, and this location, because there is already an evident increase in development, this location is now the next location after the development is now good for short-term land banking. But after this short-term land banking, what is the next After the short-term land banking location, what is the next location after it? That is location for your own long-term land banking. Because once development have moved to the areas for short-term land banking, the next place is moving to is that area for long-term land banking. So if you want to have that good positioning and good acres of land in that location, move to that area for short-term land banking, for long-term land banking, and acquire your acres. Because developments must surely come. There is no debatable. I mean, every day people they born, and if you want to control the economy, there are three. I can't remember the third one. There are three sectors you definitely need to control. One is the housing sector. Two is the food sector, because these two things people must need it. It is not debatable. People must need it. No matter how poor someone is, the person must eat to survive. Do you understand? No matter how poor someone is, the person must need somewhere to stay. So if you want to control an economy, like build your own personal economy, you must, it's a matter of must, control either the housing sector or the food sector. You must have a level of control there. You have to. Take the people controlling the economy and take where they are. They are either controlling real estate or food or doing the both and more. Do you get? Are we following? Are we following? Are you enjoying this life so far? Type yes in the comment section if you are. Type yes in the comment section if you are. If you are enjoying this life so far, type yes in the comment section so I know you are with me. Are we here? Are we here? Hey, I have a lot for you tonight, but I need you to give me ginger. Let me know I'm with people here. I have a lot for you tonight. Like you came at the right time. Do you get? So if you've been following so far, type yes in the comment section. Type yes in the comment section. Type yes in the comment section if you've been following so far. Are we here? All right, let's continue. So what are the locations, the best locations for long-term land banking? Like I said, my case study is always in Port-Harcourt. This is the area I am dominant in right now. So what are the best locations for long-term land banking in Port-Harcourt? God. See, these locations, they're already making noise for it. Hey God. And people, very smart people have gone ahead. They are already acquiring their acres because, like it or not, this development must hit this location. It must. The difference, the only variable is time. The only difference is the time. That is why it's called long-term land banking. You have to give it time. But whether the development will come, is a must because you can see it with your eyes. So the first is Omagwa. I would like to say Omagwa is in between short-term and long-term land banking in Port-Harcourt. Omagwa, if you are conversant with the location, Omagwa is one of the host community for the Port-Harcourt International Airport. Between Omagwa and Ipo, Omagwa is the host community for the Port-Harcourt International Airport. The Ipo community is also a host community for the Port-Harcourt International Airport. So before you get to the Port-Harcourt International Airport, you pass through Omagwa. Okay, and once you leave the Port-Harcourt International Airport, the next place you're entering is Ipo. You get? Omagwa is where we currently have a 20,000 units of housing going on in Port-Harcourt. This is the biggest housing scheme right now. The biggest housing scheme. So Omagwa is in between short-term and long-term. It depends. It just depends on where you invest. Okay? It depends on just you are in front and I am behind. That's just the difference in Omagwa. But whether it's a good land banking location, it is a perfect land banking location. Now the second is Ipo. Ipo. I will call it Ipo. Okay, let me just say Ipo first before Abara. Ipo is the God. You cannot not, if you want to succeed and have something tangible in Port-Harcourt, and you want to start where you are, you don't want to wait till you have billions. You want to start positioning yourself, you want to start creating your wealth. You have to have something in Ipo. You have to have something in Ipo. These are where development are moving to. Ipo, we have in between Ipo, Eche, Abara, you have schools coming up there. You have estate hubs coming up there. All of these things are just people positioning themselves, because when that development starts, it hits like wildfire. It will hit that place like wildfire. Are we following? Development will definitely hit that place like wildfire. So Ipo is another beautiful location to have land for long-term land banking, not short-term. For long-term land banking, Ipo is a good location you should, or if you want to have. Okay. The next is Abara in Eche. Abara in Eche. Now in Omagwa, you can see properties from 2 million naira, 1.5 million naira. In Omagwa. In Ipo, you will see properties for 1 million naira and 1.5 million naira, 2 million naira too in Ipo. The third location is Abara. So Abara, if you're coming from inside Port-Harcourt down, you pass the Igirita axis, enter Omagwa. The next place you enter once you pass the international airport is Ipo. After the Ipo community is Abara. Can you see the trend? Can you see how that development is going to move? You can literally see it back. You can see it. So that's exactly how that development is definitely going to move. Or if you're coming from Eleme through the Choco, once you get to Choco Junction, a straight road just leads you to Abara in Ichi. So Abara is one beautiful location you can have your real estate investments, land banking properties in. And one thing about Abara is that you can still see properties below 1 million naira in Abara. Yes, you can still see properties below 1 million naira in Abara. So it is if you want to own acres, Abara is where you can get your acres. Properties, you can see properties. There are properties we have in Abara for 550,000 naira. So someone with 3.3 million naira can own an acre of land in Port-Harcourt, in Abara. Keep it. Get your documents, get allocation, and allocation does not take time with the company. You just keep it. If you can, you just fence your plot if you want. If you don't want, the company already has security for your property. Leave it there. Give it 5, 7, 10, 15 years. You would not recognize the location you bought a property for 550,000 naira. You would not. You get? So Abara has a lot of educational hub coming up there. Like, it's not as if this is the next place schools want to start trooping in Port-Harcourt. There is the River State Faculty of Agricultural campus in Abara, and they have begun their section there. They have commissioned the school, and the school is already working. Give that place 3 years. Students will be looking for where to have their live outside the campus. Now, who will benefit? People that are investing in Abara now. Do you understand? And there are other universities. The ceremonies university is also there. The technology university is also. A lot of universities and institutions are just lining up in Abara axis. Lining up. These are the locations. And if you go there now, you'll be like, this place is far. Oh. This place is bush. Oh. It is for long-term. Long-term land banking. Do you understand? You're not going to live there now. Do you have the intention of living there? No, you are positioning yourself so that at the long run, you sell to latecomers that will come when they now see all the development. You have seen it before. They came. You went there, acquired your acres. Someone with 6 million naira, 7 million naira can acquire 2 acres of land in Abara now. See, give it 2 years, sir. With 6 million naira, you cannot have an acre of land. Now imagine what would happen in 10 years. 6 million naira will not be able to buy you 1 plot. That is what we are talking about when we talk about land banking. Land banking is what fuels, like, is what sustains your investment in real estate. In fact, in all your assets, land banking is what shows that, see, there must be sustainability in this world that I'm building. Even when I am, see, as I'm doing this, I'm building my wealth in real estate. I am still making money. I am still enjoying my life, but it doesn't end with me. Even after me, my children cannot. They cannot suffer. They cannot not have things that are bringing them money. It is so impossible. Why? I am seeing the future now. As a good parent, that is like what you are doing when you are land banking. I am seeing the future now, and before these children are even 20 years, this place will be ripe. What am I going to do now? I'm going to use that 6 million naira, 6 million naira, and acquire those acres for them. Sometimes I will even do it in their name. How am I talking like I'm the parent? Do you get? Do you understand? I will do it in their name. By the time people wake up, my children would just be young adults. They already have things working for them. That is how you create the future you want. That is how you create the future you want for your children too. That is how you do it. So in Abara, you can still find properties from 550,000 naira to 1 million naira, but you will still find 550,000 naira, less than 1 million naira property in Abara. Okay, now that you know, do we understand up to now? Do we understand up to now? Are we following so far? Are we following so far? Are we following? Are we following? All right, all right. Now, if you understood, I've talked about the locations for land banking. Short-term land banking, I said Eneka, Igirita, Wodi, Alessa are great, perfect locations for land banking. Short-term land banking. And then when we're talking about long-term land banking, we're talking about the Abara, we are talking about Ipo, we are talking about Omawa for long-term land banking. Now, how do you get the best deals for land banking in this location? How do you get the best deals for land banking in this location? How do you get the best deals for land banking in this location? That is what we are going to be talking about right now. Now, I need you to understand this. There are different stages of land acquisition and development. Now, this is what makes the difference. What I'm about to tell you now is what literally makes the difference. What literally makes the difference for the people that are positioning right, for the massive real estate entrepreneurs you know, and every other person. They understand this process. The stages of land acquisition and development. There are different stages. And in these different stages, this land have value. They continue getting value. Getting value. The first is when you acquire from the original owners, that is the community. That is what the estate developers do. The first thing they do is acquire from community, do their rights with the community, and settle them so that they can literally own the land fully. Do you understand? So that they can own the land fully. Now, once they acquire the property, do everything they need to do, the next they do is get the estate layout. Now, at the point of acquisition, do you know people buy properties from these real estate companies? Yes. You can get properties from these real estate companies at the point of acquisition. And when the estate layout is done and approved, the property have added value. Now, note, the property is not yet out to the public at this point. It is not yet out to the public. But there are people that will buy at the point of just after acquisition. When the property is still very, very, like they can use 50,000 naira gain and sell it to you. Do you get? Now they go to do the estate layout of that property. And after the estate layout and approval, they now do a site plan or master estate design for the property. That's when they now design how the estate will be. This place will be the residential side, this place will be the commercial side, this place will be for recreational activities, this place will be for this place will be for that. And when they are done doing that, they now go and submit the estate site plan for approval. And at this point, the estate still gets value. Now, at each of these level of development and acquisition, these properties are increasing in value. At each of these levels, this property keep on increasing in value. Now, before you even know that this estate is now on sale, it has passed through these 4 stages of acquisition, site layout and approval, the estate design and estate approval, before you now see it in the market. Okay, now the third is the when they now start selling it, as they are selling, they now start developing, and as this development is going on, the property is still gaining value. That is when you now start seeing price increase, price increase, price increase. Development is coming and the price will keep on increasing. It cannot be stagnant. The price cannot be stagnant. Do you understand? Now, as the development is completed, people will now love it. This estate is beautiful. I want to live here. How come I don't know? This place is, that's when people now want to buy and live there. Do you understand? That's when people will now want to buy and live there. But there are people that bought the property even immediately after community approval acquisition. You get? Now, at the point of the completion, people that bought early enough and want to sell, they can now sell and sell at a very high value. They will sell at a very high value. They will sell at a very high value. Do you get? Now, many people miss all of these stages of development. Many people miss all of these stages of land development and land value, because at each stage the property gets value. And the point when you now know about the property is now resell. Then you will now pay like very huge sum to own a property there. Now, how do you get the best deals in the market? How do you get the best deal? The only way you do it is, the only difference literally is your timing. Is your timing. Because the land you will buy for 5 million naira, someone bought it for 500,000 naira. The land you will buy for 25 million naira, someone bought it at 1 million naira. The difference is in the timing. The difference is in the timing. And there are 3 best times to buy a property. There are 3, like, it's a non-debatable best time to buy a property if you want to get the best deals out of that property. If you want to get the best deals, there are 3 best times to do that. One is before the launch, that is pre-launch. Now, like I told you, there are stages of land acquisition and development. Now, all of these stages before the land starts selling, that is through the community approval, the company now goes to do the estate layout, and after the estate layout, they now go and design the estate plan, the site plan. Then after that, go for approval before they now start selling. So all of these 4 stages before the sale is the pre-launch. Now, the best time to buy a property is before that sale. That's before that sale, pre-launch. You get? Before that sale, you can get a property for almost 50% the market price, less the market price. You can get that property 50% less the market price. Now, the second best time to buy a property is during a promo. During a promo. Here and there will be promo coming up to encourage you to invest, to encourage you to seize the opportunity and invest in this property. These promos are great times to buy a property. During a company sales promo, the company just wants to do a February promo, 30% discount for everybody that buys this February. The best time to take advantage of that property is then. Or during an anniversary sale, like one of the properties that we are selling is currently on an anniversary sale. Like, the anniversary promo is even mind-blowing, because every other person that is buying properties there will not have to spend a dime fencing their property. The company takes care of that. promo, you get more value. You get property at the promo price, and you also get more value for your property. The third is during festivals. Anniversary, or during Independence Sale, during Valentine, during Children's Day. Children's Day is coming up. Children's Day's promo will come up. Will you seize the opportunity and invest for your children? Will you seize the opportunity and invest for your children? That is the thing. These are the best times to invest in a property. During pre-launch, during promo, the next is before price increase. Before the price of this property increase. Mind you, remember that the prices of this property increase as they add more value to the property, either through perfection of the documents of the property or through development. Do you understand? Either through perfection of the property or the development. Okay, I see your question. I have a question for those who rent. Okay, please drop your questions in the chat box. I will see to it before the end of this slide. I'll see to every question before the end of this slide. So drop the question you have in the chat box. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so like I said, the price of the property increase either through because the property company are perfecting the documents of that property. They are adding value to the property, or they are developing the property. These are the two times the property price increase, or there is an added hefty demand on that property, because the law of economics work everywhere. The more the demand, the less the supply, the more the price increase. It works everywhere, even in real estate. Do we understand so far? Do we understand? Did you follow so far? If you did, type yes in the comment section. If you understood everything we talked about so far, type yes in the comment section. Type yes in the comment section if you did. Let me see you. Okay, Eze Nwangali. I hope I pronounced that correctly. What question do you have for those who rent? Let me hear. Let me hear you. What questions do you have? What questions do you have? Let me hear you in the comment section. Okay. Now, I want to bring to you May promo deals that we have. Like I said, one of the best times to buy a property is during promo. Now, there are promos on deals, promo deals on properties in Port-Harcourt this May. There are promo deals for properties in Port-Harcourt this May. The first is in Bowen Megacity. Bowen Megacity is located at Igritali, Port-Harcourt. And like I told you, Igritali is one of the best locations for short-term land banking. Now, short-term land banking can also pass for when you want to buy and you don't want to build immediately. Like you want to build in like 2, 3, 4 years down the line. Then you can invest in these locations because before you are ready to build, those locations are already prepared. They are ripe. They are ripe to build. Okay? Now, Bowen Megacity is currently on a promo. You get the property on a promo price. The value of the property have gone up to 4.5 million naira. But during the period of this promo, you get the phase 1 for 3,375,000 naira. And that is not all. You also get the phase 2, you get the phase 2 for 3,375,000 naira. While the phase 1 is going for 4,050,000 naira. That is not all. You also get a free documentation, but terms and conditions apply. And you get a free fencing. For every plot you purchase during this period, you get a free fencing. The company will take care of fencing your whole plot because you invested this money. And you also get a goodie bag to enjoy. I mean, you are buying property and you're still getting gifts on top. Life not supposed hard. Do you understand? Life you not supposed hard. Now the second is Silver Park Estate. Now on Saturday we had an allocation for Silver Park Estate in Eneka, Port-Harcourt. Now Silver Park Estate is sold out, but the Silver Park Annex is currently on sale. The value of the estate, the main estate, is already 7 million naira, and it started selling for 3.8 million naira. Do you see how these properties appreciate? Nneka already is a gold mine. Anybody that is conversant with Port-Harcourt will know that Nneka is a gold mine. Now the Silver Park Annex is currently on sale right now on the pre-launch for 5.5 million naira. 5.5 million naira. Once the pre-launch is over, the property is going up to 7 million naira. Do you understand? Once the pre-launch is over, the property is going up to 7 million naira. Now you have an opportunity for all of this property, you have an opportunity to make a 50% initial deposit, and you spread your balance within 3 months or 6 months or 12 months, depending on the one you want to do. But once it exceeds 3 months, you have an interest attached to the amount you pay. Do you understand? Now the third, God, God, you don't want to miss this one I want to talk about. It is called the Port-Harcourt Farm City. Now, if you are looking at the economy of Nigeria, you can literally see that the agricultural sector is about to get a life. Like, it's about to be a very major economy in Nigeria. Now, many states are already creating systems to assist that sector bloom up. Now, agricultural real estate is not left out. What do? Is investing in Port-Harcourt Farm City. You are investing in farmlands. Now, in this farmlands, you will not be the one to cultivate if you don't want to. You will not be the one to manage the farm if you don't want to. The company has people assigned and designated to do that for you. All you need to do is just make an investment in any plot. Per plot, each plot is going for 550,000 naira. In Abara, you see that's what I'm saying? 550,000 naira, you can get a plot of farmland. Then they will set it up, cultivate for you, and you just sit down. Even while your property is appreciating, you enjoy returns from your farm produce. For 550,000 naira for a plot and 3.3 million naira for an acre. You understand? And this Port-Harcourt Farm City is still on a pre-launch sale for 550,000 naira. Of course, after the pre-launch sale, it is going to increase in price. Now, if you want to take advantage of any of these these May promos, give me a call on 081 2055 2218 or chat me on WhatsApp. Let's discuss further and we'll see how you can take advantage of it for yourself. I can't wait for you to be one of the amazing, like the Port-Harcourt landlords are real odogu, no cap. Port-Harcourt landlords are real odogu. Rent in Port-Harcourt is no joking with anybody. So if you have a land in Port-Harcourt, you are a real odogu. You're a real odogu rent. So I can't wait for you to be one of the odogu landlords in Port-Harcourt. Okay? So give me a call, book an inspection. Let's book your inspection. Come see the place yourself. Come and see this thing I'm talking about. Come and see why these properties are one of the best investments in Port-Harcourt City. Why should be your next investment in the city of Port-Harcourt? Okay? Now, at this point, I'm going to take questions for the next 7 minutes before we call it a night. Tonight. Okay? So, if you have any questions, just drop it on the comment section. I will attend to it before we end the live. In less than 7 minutes, we are out of here. Okay? So if you have any questions, drop it in the comment section and I will read through for it. All right. Any questions so far? Drop it on the comment section. And I think I'm going to, after the live, I'm going to pin down my number in case you forgot, 081 2055 2218. You can chat me on WhatsApp and let's discuss further. I'll also drop a direct link that is going to link you to my WhatsApp on the description of this live. Meanwhile, if you enjoyed this video, give this like a like. Give this live video a like. Just give it a like so that more people can come in contact with it. The YouTube algorithm can push it to more people. Okay? I beg. Give us a like, okay? If you enjoy this live, you got value from this live, give this video a like. Okay, help us so our YouTube video will push it more. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Eze, You said you have a question for those who rent. I've not seen the question. Meanwhile, like I said, if you have more questions, drop it on the comment section. So I will attend to it before I end the live for tonight. Hope you got value. Hope you got value from today's video. Someone said I am making a fan soup, like we really cooked. I try, I not try. We cooked, right? I'm very glad you got value. I'm glad you got value. But the most important value is when you start acquiring these properties and positioning yourself for the move of development. That is the most important value. Like if you are just hearing, you're not doing. You go bad though. Imagine when you come 10 years later, your friends are telling, I have like 5 acres here. I have like, and you are here hearing about everything we are talking about. You've not acquired. Who better pass? Do you get? It's not just about hearing. The most important value that I'm more interested is when you start getting these properties, when you start acquiring them and positioning yourself. That is the most important value. Okay, so give me a call 081 2055 2218. Book inspections. Let's take you around the city. You can go either on physical inspections or virtual inspections. We do virtual inspections in case you are not in Port-Harcourt City. We do virtual inspections for you. See the environment yourself, and you will see why these properties are your next best buy in real estate. Okay, in the absence of no question, this is literally where I end the live for today. Thank you so much for your time. I enjoy being here again. I enjoy, of course, making this video. I'm very glad it was impactful. Thank you so much for your time. See you next time. Till I come your way again. Enjoy a fantastic day. Have a beautiful week ahead. And bye for now. Bye-bye.